The debut album from Starcrawler is self-titled, and they join us here in Oakland, California. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Thank you for your time. We were just, chatting prior to the interview that you were here earlier this year playing Brick and Mortar. I heard it was pretty raucous. And now you're opening for the Distillers on this short little tour. And how does that feel?
It's fun.
It's really fun.
Feels good.
Yeah?
They've been a great band to tour with.
Yeah. I guess before we go any further, Henry, if we can have you introduce everybody in the band and what they bring to a party on a Friday night.
Okay, what Austin brings to a party, he probably brings... Austin probably brings some vegan options to a party.
I'm not vegan, but okay, yeah.
Just because you probably care about other people.
Yeah.
Tim brings a lot of guilt to other people, likes to guilt trip them.
Oh, really?
About what they eat in their diets.
And does he also guilt them into like giving rides as well? And
no, I guilt him into giving me rides. And then Arrow just brings herself. And maybe like 3 more people.
Oh, that's
3 more uninvited people.
Yeah.
So she brings the party crashers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you guys got together. I think it was, kind of one of those fortuitous moments with Arrow and Austin and how the rest of the guys are brought into the mix. I'm kind of curious, Austin, what was the impression that you had of Arrow when she first approached you with this idea?
Well, it was kind of like I didn't actually have any thing to base of what this person was, even because her and I just started messaging, I think, back and forth online with ideas for bands that we liked. And once we started hanging out, it was more of us just kind of sitting in this rehearsal space going well, what do you like? And we kind of just started talking and going back and forth about different bands. And because having a singer and a drummer, you can't really make much music. So it was just kind of us messing around making noise for about maybe 2 or 3 months until Arrow and Henry met each other at school. And then when Henry came over, it kind of gave more structure to the nonsense that we had kind of created. So once we all kind of knew each other like that, it gave us more comfort with one another on what we enjoyed, what we liked, what we didn't like, Mm-hmm. So in closing, I had no idea what to expect from Arrow, but it was a pleasant surprise.
Was there any kind of noise that you were making? Were you trying to just play the drum riffs from Blink-182 or,
No, I mean, we tried to find covers that we liked, but we could never decide on one. So it would be me ending up playing one drum beat from a song I liked, and then her just kind of going mumbling over it, and then we going, okay, this isn't working, so we have to figure out something else. So
yeah. Arrow, when you approached Henry and said, hey, we got this thing going on, we need a guitarist, what was your first impression of him before you approached him with this, when you kind of heard about him, and then after the fact, after when you joined the fray?
I didn't know who he was or what his name was or anything about him or how old he was. He was just at my school, and he was he looked cool, and I knew that he played music. And he was holding a tuba case, so I figured he could at least play a couple chords on guitar if he could play a tuba,
Really?
So
the tuba equates to guitar?
I don't know. Tuba seems so much harder than guitar. I feel like if you can figure out how to play tuba, you can play a guitar. Mm-hmm. Put those fingers on those strings and strum that.
It's that weird logic that put us in this place.
Yeah. Arrow, I know that you have quite the theatrics on stage. What is the process in which you're thinking and trying to present yourself on stage?
I don't know. It just happens, to be honest.
Is it from the music where it's okay, I hear this great bass line from Tim, and now I'm gonna go do this, and I'm gonna make this face and those kind of things?
I don't really think about it that much. It's just when I'm on stage in front of people, and I don't know. It's I don't know.
What about the takeaways from those earlier gigs? Because as a younger band, you're starting out, audiences will not like you. You'll play gigs where there's only 20 people, and there's gigs where there's 5,000 people.
Yeah, right? I mean, earlier on, people really liked every gig. I mean, it was less people, but everybody seemed really into it. It wasn't until later on where you play to in Phoenix where there's 5 people there and they don't really dig it. But you learn from every single show, whether you're playing to 5,000 people or 5 people. just,
I mean, yeah, because I feel like actually sometimes even though you're playing gigs to say like 5 or 20 people maximum, there's less pressure on you. So, and it's not to like not take it seriously, but you can kind of almost have more fun. You know, like there's not that looming pressure of like, oh, if I miss this drum fill, it's all over. It's like you can kind of be like, that was sloppy, whatever, keep
Yeah.
it going, you know.
Yeah. So now that this tour is underway and we're heading toward the end of the year, what are the plans for I guess the next 6 months or what have you?
We've
Is it
been-
new material.
Yeah,
Is
we've
it-
been recording. There should be some stuff coming out soon. Yeah, just more recording and hopefully more touring over the next 2019.
Is this recording going to be released next year as well? Is it that
Either,
quick of a
yeah.
turnaround?
either
It
next
aims to
year
be, yeah.
or
As soon as we can.
Yeah.
Really.
or towards the middle of this year, for the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it going to be of the similar vein where some of the songs were written during the same time period, or just an extension of that, or kind of like some of the lessons learned that
They
you
were
picked up?
they were all put together quite recently.
Yeah.
So
How will they differ, or if they will they differ?
Well, I mean,
You'll
you're
just
gonna have
have
to
to
listen. Yeah,
see
can't give away
Buddy.
too much.
Well, we are big fans of you guys.
thank you so much for having
Can't
us.
wait
We
for
really
the set
appreciate it.
later.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
of course, this mysterious new material.
Yeah, you'll hear it tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Appreciate your time. Best of luck.
Thank
Of course.
you.
Thank you again.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
It is Starcrawler, their debut album, self-titled. You're watching B-Sides on Air.